Since Mojang have added so many new paintings in Minecraft, here's how to level them up with these fun, simple tricks. Trick number 1 is overlapping. You can use signs and buttons to cover some parts of the painting, like this 2x2 painting which uses dark oak signs and buttons placed on a dark oak wall to create a modern painting. Now this trick works best when you're using the same blocks you use on a wall. So like if you're using oak, use oak. If you're using cherry, use cherry, so on and so forth. You can cover the whole painting with signs too, so long as you have the sign matching the walls. You can pretty much make this split painting effect that makes it modern or contemporary. Another use of these signs is to add text or context to the paintings, and some of them can make or break a painting, like it really depends on what's written on it, which adds a funny twist to it if you do it right. Torches can also be placed in a painting, and a perfect example of this is the Humble painting, a Minecraft version of the American Gothic painting. And instead of holding a garden fork, the villager is holding a torch. It really adds a nice touch to it and fits right exactly in the villager's hands. You can use it on the fighter's painting as well, so it looks like they're holding a torch. Add some signs in there and you've pretty much changed the whole meaning of the painting. It works so well with the bouquet painting as well because the torch just hits the light where it needs to be. Banners can cover or alter the design of the original painting, like the one from my 7 Secret Build Hacks 20, in which I recreated the original painting of the pig scene, and I really like the original one, so with the banners, I decided to recreate it. And just like that, you now got the original pig scene painting by Chris Zetterstrand. Here's the comparison of the two paintings. I'm really happy with this one. And if you have any more banner patterns in mind, you can do that as well so you have your own version. You can do this in other paintings that make sense to place the banners, like the void painting. You can use those banners as curtains instead to add some decor and dramatic feel to it. And it works well with the pond painting. Scaffolding can also overlap with paintings, and you can do a small shelf design with a painting behind it. Nothing too special, but it adds more detail to it. Some other blocks you can overlap with paintings are cobwebs and dead coral fans, and there's nothing too special about it. It just makes them a little bit dusty, and yeah. Trick number 2 is plants. Plants can also add more to paintings by adding a frame into our 3x3 sunflowers painting and just adding flower pots and glowberries to add some depth and decor to it. This also works best with twisting vines and weeping vines on any 2x2 painting. Trick number 3, bigger painting. Who wouldn't want bigger paintings, am I right? This is possible by combining two paintings with similar colors that match the edges of both paintings. For the first design, you'll need a 2x2 bust and a 4x2 changing painting. For the second design, you'll need a 3x3 fern and sunflower painting. So these paintings are the only ones you can make and connect that are 6 blocks wide, which is 2 blocks wider than the 4x4. The 4x4 may seem to look bigger because of the height, but it beats it in terms of length, so this bigger paintings is technically bigger. For trick number 4, we have Redstone Contraptions. This one is a classic painting trick old players use in which they place a hidden door behind a painting to make a secret doorway. For this one, I used a 3x3 tide painting. The warp button makes a perfect camouflage which you can barely notice when looking at the painting directly. And we're just gonna use plain redstone here, nothing too complicated. And yeah, it works out just fine. Another redstone block you can use is dispensers, and you can use them on a 3x3 Khotan painting that gives you golden apples and melons. And it works for the O lemons painting as well, which gives you lemons? Huh? Trick number 5, 3D paintings. This is one of my favorite painting tricks to do because you're adding more depth and space in the painting by moving the painting backwards and decorating around the painting. Here I moved the painting by 4 blocks, which should give me enough room for that parallax effect later on. For the sides here, I'm just gonna add some black concrete walls to match the painting a little bit. The diorite walls will be the pillars around the painting to hide the black concrete at the sides, and we'll add some blue concrete at the top to again match the painting. Now to give it some 3D effect, we'll need some armor stands to place steves around the painting. And as you can see, now we can start to see that parallax or the 3D effect, which is nice. All it needs now is a simple frame to seal it off. And there we go! We now have a simple 3D painting. And it feels immersive that I need to use a spyglass to check out the painting itself. And seeing it, it feels like you're one of the Steve crowds watching an elephant cross. And here's another design you can do with a 3x3 emboss painting. And again, it's pretty much the same like the last one. Additionally, you can make an animated painting using this effect, and it works well with the bust and match painting using campfires, and they're really nice to look at. Some other tricks you can do is to access the secret paintings in the game by enabling the operator items tab in the settings, and there you will find 4 different paintings in the operator utilities inventory, and there you will be able to place the earth, fire, water, and the air paintings, and they're all 2x2s. Which is nice. Talk about hidden features. Instead of using ladders to go up, you can use vines instead, and a 1x2 painting to make a hidden vines. And it's a really sneaky way to hide vines, especially if you're trying to hide something from your friends or in a multiplayer game. One of the oldest tricks in the books is making a trash bin for your items using a cactus and covering it with paintings. And it's a really nice simple alternative to a lava pool. Another old trick is to place light blocks behind the painting to create a light source without needing to place lanterns or torches in the area. If you replace it with honey blocks instead, you hear this very sticky painting sound which makes the painting look wet or freshly painted. And this is a fun way to prank your friends into thinking that the painting makes this kind of sounds, especially if they don't know what honey block sounds like in the first place. Did these tricks make paintings fun to use in Minecraft? If you think so, then subscribe because 84% of you aren't subscribed to the channel yet. Don't forget to follow my socials and join the Discord for more updates. Thank you for watching and bye-bye.